It's day 4 of the Janet-Hinds trial in Chattanooga. Hinds is accused of hitting and killing Officer Nicholas-Galinger before she turned herself in a day and a half later. News 12's JOELI POOLE is covering this trial for us from gavel to gavel. She has tonight's top local story.
During the 4th day of the Janet-Hinds trial, the state rested and the defense began to call their witnesses. It's been a busy day inside the courtroom as closing arguments were presented. But one thing is evident: we will soon know the fate of Janet-Hinds. On Thursday morning, when the state announced they would rest, the defense then moved for an acquittal. Judge Poole denied any hope for an acquittal, citing that the jury had been presented with enough evidence to determine the outcome of this trial. The defense proceeded with calling 4 more witnesses to the stand, which included a family friend, a Hamill Road resident, and a concerned citizen. Janet-Hinds, however, did not take the stand in her defense.
Why would I want to speed anyways on a condition like that when the rain was heavy? Road conditions on that road aren't very favorable because, in my personal opinion, it's a very narrow road and you have to be cautious when you drive on it.
Hinds' family friend TRACI PHILLIPS was with her that night at Farm to Fork restaurant. She stated that she had contacted the police to offer help, but that CPD failed to follow up.
I wanted to be as transparent as possible and to help in any way we could. And I made sure I gave him, I phoned him on my cell phone. So I said, but just in case, I had him, he repeated my number. I gave him my street address and he said, we'd be in touch, we'll be in touch with you in a few days. Or, in the next couple of days is what he said.
Did he ever reach back out to you again?
No, sir, he did not.
The next witness to the stand for the defense took photos of the barricade and manhole on Hamill Road just moments before the accident.
I stopped and took the photos because I thought that sign being down like that and the barrier being in the middle of the road was going to cause an accident further, later on in that evening.
Closing arguments for each side have now concluded and instructions for deliberation have been given to the jury.
They don't want their brother officer to have died for nothing. And in their minds, that means, as police officers, we need to get a conviction. And sadly for us, that means that Janet-Hinds will be the sacrificial lamb.
She's the reason the end of watch for badge 1016 occurred on February 23rd of 2019 to convict her as charged of all these counts for the vehicular homicide death of Officer Galinger by intoxication, leaving the scene, and all other related charges. And it's not about everybody else. It's about her decisions and actions on that night, and that's why we're here.
I'll continue to keep you updated throughout the evening and as the trial continues. In Chattanooga, JOELI POOLE, News 12 Now.